I'm normal. I'm normal. I'm normal. I'm normal. At least, that's what I tell myself. For some reason, the chemistry in my head didn't get the memo about my near-perfect life. So like 1 in, what is it now, 4 people across the country, I, for some reason unknown to myself, suffer with mental illness. Like the highest percentage of them, I have this fun little thing called generalised anxiety disorder, which also makes me susceptible to depression because one wasn't enough apparently. Who would have figured? And that's the point, isn't it? As much as we can share some fake deep quotes across social media about how it's always the happiest people that are hiding their suffering, if you don't fit the jittery doom and gloom assumption most people stereotype and that gets portrayed in dramas exploiting pain as art, or sometimes even if you do, you're what? A liar? An attention seeker? Lazy? Oversensitive? What about if you have nothing to complain about because your good life couldn't possibly make you feel like that? You're ungrateful, aren't you? Kids in Africa have it worse. Yeah, that guilt tripping made me eat my greens when I was 8. But all of that terrible rationalisation from people who can't empathise just makes me loathe myself more than I already do. Because that's the thing, they're right. People do have it worse. So why the hell do I still feel like this if I'm not one of them? Hold up a minute, I'm doing it again. Why am I guilt tripping myself when I know psychiatrists have stated these conditions are genuine abnormalities visible in brain scans? I wouldn't break a bone and be like, it's chill, I can't see anything wrong with it. So why am I so quick to dismiss problems inside another part of my body? Why is everyone? Anyway, today's a new and good day. Even if it wasn't, I'm good enough at hiding it. When you have the messed up head that I do, some days are normal, and some not so much. I call them down days. Not 2 people, obviously. Nothing necessarily bad has to happen to have a down day. Sometimes my brain likes to play this game called It's Time to Feel Like Shit Again for no reason. I'm crap at that game, but my poker face has got pretty good. Nobody knows this is up with me apart from a friend of mine, Ned. He doesn't live here, which makes it easier that he knows. Ned has OCD and a ridiculous openness that is so inspiringly contagious that I told him about me. He is the one person aware of everything. Not even my mum knows. Oh, and those quotes I mentioned before of what people think about mental illness, the things I've heard my family say about it at one point or another. I honestly think they, like most people, just don't understand. Which is something Ned and I talk about in our anonymous blog. It helps me admit and articulate how I feel without actually sharing it. On there, I'm Brian Kics. A bad anagram for sick brain. Yeah, it's all well and good that as a society we're opening up more about a topic once considered taboo. But have you noticed that so many people only really seem to care when it becomes too extreme that the mental illness is visible in someone all the time? Or worse, when it's too late. And we're guilty of it too. Think about that broken bone analogy. You wouldn't wait for every bone in your body to break before you treated the one that's already broken. So why do we only truly acknowledge mental illness when it's so far gone? We shouldn't wait to hit rock bottom before finally reaching out for support. You'd shout for help when falling any other time, so why not now? Will I ever take my own advice? You're right, mate.
So, have you told her yet?
Yeah, I'm not the only one nagging myself to tell my mum. It's hardly a conversation over crunching up cornflakes.
It would have been great if I'd had some when my doctor told me. Would have softened the blow.
Saying soften the blow doesn't help.
A poetic admin who doesn't take his own blog's guidance. It's poetic in itself, really. Honestly, though, just rip it off, like wax.
Why'd you make it sound so painful?
Will it be hard? Of course. Will she react? Obviously.
Inspiring pep talk.
I'm just trying to say that it's all anticipation and a passing product of the moment. As soon as you've said it, it's out there, and that's a weight lifted already. Her knowing is the first step to acknowledging, accepting, and maybe even assisting.
You've got to write more of them blog posts. That's gold.
Oh, I've already forgotten what I said. But tell her, alright?
I'll try. Thanks, mate.
What's up?
I don't know. I can't explain it. I just don't feel right.
What, not well?
I just don't know. I feel like I'm in a dark place.
What's there to feel like this about? You've got everything. Everything.
I just don't feel like myself. I don't know how to explain it, because you can't feel it.
There's got to be something. There's got to be a reason.
Why does that?
You can't just feel in a dark place about nothing.
Exactly. I have everything and I don't feel alright.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
I don't know what's behind it. There doesn't need to be.
There's got to be a root cause. A reason for feeling like this. How can you fix something unless you know what's broken?
How can I explain it if I don't know myself? It's like I feel alone without actually being alone.
You've got a whole family that love you. Everyone who would do absolutely anything for you. How? How?
I wake up, I don't feel right. Throughout the day, I don't feel right.
I don't know what to say. Is it something I've done?
No, you usually help me a lot. I just don't know.
Usually help with what? Where's all this come from?
That's what I'm saying, I just don't know.
I really don't understand when people say things like this. Pull yourself together a little bit.
I feel down, I feel panicked. Maybe if everyone took a minute to try and understand, the world would be a much better place.
I don't know what there is to understand. You're not giving me a reason. You're not giving me anything to understand.
If I don't know what the reason is, how can I tell you?
Everyone feels sad sometimes. You are acting like you are genuinely depressed.
Well, maybe I am.
No, Pete. You can't be. just wanted to say sorry.
What for?
For earlier, for not listening, for my reaction.
What made you change your mind?
Brian.